Welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet.
Hey there, y'all. Welcome to the podcast. I am Rachel.
And I'm Kathryn.
Today we're gonna take a look at a fun little temple in Thailand that one of our viewers suggested on our Facebook page. Was it Anna Marie?
Anna Marie, yeah.
It's this temple in Thailand called the Wat Rong Khun, or the White Temple, and you find it near the town of Chiang Rai in the northern part of Thailand.
Yeah, and I know there are a lot of temples in Thailand, but what really stands out with this one is, first of all, that it's all white. You know, most temples tend to be gold, but this one's all white. And also it's got little glass mosaics embedded in the plaster, so it kind of has this glittery look to it.
Probably the strangest thing I think about this temple is the artwork inside the murals. There's sort of a weird juxtaposition between traditional kind of Buddhist religious symbolism and then like modern pop art and sci-fi stuff, like Superman and Predator, Spider-Man, Neo from the Matrix, I think is in there.
Yeah, the Matrix.
Yeah, and just very weird, kind of a weird mix of contemporary and, you know, it's kind of unusual.
Yeah, well, somebody pointed out to me that the Matrix has Buddhist themes in it, so maybe that's why it's in there.
Right.
Yeah, who to tell?
So this is a very, very unconventional Buddhist temple.
Yeah, not your typical temple at all.
You would recognize it as a traditional Thai temple, but then you have certain elements, like Kathryn said, like the white, which is kind of uncommon, the glass, and then it's just so elaborately ornamented, like the detail. To actually enter the temple, you have to walk over this bridge, and under it there are all these sculptures of just hands like reaching out and grasping, you know, as if they're trying to escape from hell. Kind of imagine, like, even though you know it's just a sculpture, like what it would feel like to walk over that. Because it's hands, and then you see a couple of faces, and like it's very creepy looking. Yeah, and I guess the whole point is that once you cross over that, you're in front of the temple, and you know you're in like heaven, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism infused throughout all of the buildings in this temple complex. So let's talk about the guy who created this, because he's kind of an interesting character. He's a contemporary Thai artist, basically a painter or a muralist. Right. I'm going to try to pronounce his name. I'm probably going to fail, but it's Chalermchai Kozitpapat.
That sounds right.
He started the work in, I think it was 96 or 97.
He doesn't expect this to be finished in his lifetime. It's going to take another 60 years, so he's trained a lot of students to kind of work under him. And he's funded a ton of the work himself. It's sort of his kind of personal life mission. But he's quite an interesting guy if you read any of his statements on why he started this project. Well, he saw it as a sort of offering to Buddha, but obviously has a sense of humor, because there's a lot of interesting little things in it. Like, there's this gold toilet they keep talking about, which is like this really fancy restroom, all in gold, and people have wondered if that's like play on materialism and how worthless it is and this kind of stuff. And, you know, I was reading in one place where somebody was saying, well, you know, despite the fact that he seems to be very much against consumerism, when you go inside, there's tons of stuff for sale, artwork, mouse pads, the usual stuff you'd find at any museum, you know, food, places to eat. But of course, you know, he's doing this to help pay for it. Because I think all the proceeds are actually supposed to go to further the project. Right, because he's not taking any he's not really asking for donations, I should say. It's all free to go there. So this is one way to help pay for this massive project. Kathryn and I were wondering a couple of things about this place, but we were wondering if you'd be allowed to take pictures inside it. And from what I can tell, I couldn't confirm it completely, but it seems like it's not allowed, which in religious structures, it's not uncommon for you not to be able to take pictures. So exactly. And you know, the other thing we were wondering about is, how does it stay so white? It's just dazzling. Yeah. Like, so, do they polish it like once a month, or are you allowed to touch it? Like, would it get dirty if people put their hands all over it? So if you've been there and know the answer, please let us know. Yeah. We'd love to know. Another thing that was interesting to me was that this was an older temple. This was sort of a repair or refurbishment of an older temple. They didn't have the money to fix it, so the artist volunteered to start working on it, and it got so popular and so much acclaim that he just decided to just keep adding to it. So it's one of the most popular tourist attractions in Thailand now. It's pretty cool. Exactly. I think it rates as cool as stuff, definitely. I think so too. But anyway, we'll have a blog post for you soon with some practical details on how to visit the temple and things like that. And we'll see you next time on the coolest stuff on the planet.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com and let us know what you think. Email travelpodcast@HowStuffWorks.com. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts, free on iTunes.